Good evening. Welcome to Candid Connections live podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Tiffany.
I'm your other host, Janelle Lene.
And I'm your host, Danielle Lachey.
And I'm C. Wade, giving you that male perspective.
And I'm Billy Ray, part of the 5-5, and we back at y'all with another one.
Okay, well, since we're talking about selfish versus selfless, let's discuss that because from a woman's point of view and dealing with men, some men, y'all tend to be selfish. Selfish meaning as y'all will have a woman, but then y'all want her, and her. But y'all know you got a good woman, but y'all want to satisfy y'all ego. But they want that woman to be loyal to y'all, but y'all don't want to be loyal to her.
It sounds like you just put all of the topics all in one. Breaking the trust of the woman that was selfless for him, but wants you to be loyal to. So it sounds like you put them all in all the time.
I guess so.
All right. So I got a question. Selfish versus selfless. When you make that statement, is the woman being selfish in the fact that she's not having the man the way that she wants because that's not the dynamic that she wanted to be involved in?
What do you mean?
So is that selfish? Meaning selfish is your own personal desires, right?
Yeah.
So isn't the woman being selfish in saying that I'm not having my personal desires met?
No, she's not.
What is she being? Selfless?
Yes, because she wants what she wants.
I think
in our relationship, it can go both ways. I think it can be selfless in certain situations and selfish in certain situations. For instance, like women, we're selfish when it comes to our man because we want our man only. We don't want him out here and everywhere.
Mhm.
Selfless is mean we're selfless depending on what the things that we're doing for him. Like we'll go above and beyond without a thought. We'll put him first sometime or whatever we cater to him. So that's being selfless. But I feel like we can be selfless and selfish.
At the same time.
Yes, that's true.
A little bit more. What would you say you would be a little bit more of? And not necessarily you. I know you said y'all earlier, but we're talking in general. We're talking about women and men. What do you think women is more of?
Selfless.
I
Especially if
disagree.
they're all into it. If that woman loves that man and is genuine that man and loyal to that man, she's going to be selfless.
Women are naturally
Conditional.
selfish,
Depends on the situation.
depending on all situations.
No. Name.
Life. They come in being selfish. Women always worry about the me.
No, I
Even when dealing with a relationship, they are worried about themselves.
No, I disagree. I feel like the woman does everything.
And
So how can she be? I think the woman put everybody first before her. She put the husband first, put the kids first in their relationship. She put everybody first. She comes last. Mm-hmm. So that's very selfless.
I think the selfless comes after the selfish. You guys said that women do both. I think at first they're selfish. They tend to be selfish. They can take care of themselves. However, when they're in a relationship, they can be selfless and then take care of what's needed around them. But again, in a woman's nature, they want to take care of themselves first.
No, I disagree. Well, their relationship, they're taking on many hats. I mean,
Right.
the man is too, but they're taking on many hats. And the woman typically tends to leave herself out because she's focused on taking care of the household, the kids, making sure everything is put together. And that's how sometimes like when they say don't let yourself go as a woman because you're doing everything for everyone else and you're putting yourself last. But like that's being selfless because we're taking care of the household. Granted, the man's going to do what he's going to do, but the woman is really taking care of everything as far as maintaining the things. Oh, pause.
Is that no?
Listen, I get it.
So we talk about the house dynamic, right? So let's say husband, wife, and children. I'm not saying that the husband doesn't want children, but in saying children, I would say that that's something that women for sure want. Like there's a biological clock that comes into play, and there's expectations in a relationship. So if you're married and ready to start a family, maybe sooner than what the husband wants, that might be considered selfish. Even though everyone wants the same thing, but the timing of it. And so let's say now that we're in this role where the wife is taking care of the house from a perspective of the priority of how things happen in the time, that could be considered selfish because you maybe were thinking about what you wanted in the right now moment. And to be honest, all relationships should have a very healthy sense of selfish because we're here to experience the things that we want. We don't really exist. I want to exist to please others. So being selfish, I don't think is wrong. I think that understanding what you want and aligning it with someone else who wants the same things gets rid of the idea of selfish. Because selfish really is taken as an offense when it doesn't align with something that you want. So what a woman wants or the other party wants. So as an example, if a guy wants to go, it's March Madness time right now. And if a guy wants to go hang out with his friends to watch NCAA basketball, that's what he wants, right? But if the wife doesn't want to do it, now we have a place where there could be potential conflict. Is it wrong that he wants to go watch basketball? Of course not. Is it wrong that the wife wants to just spend quality time with him? Of course not. What we just have is a misalignment, and that's where it switches from being something that's productive and wanting to meet your own personal wants, needs, and desires, and then that alignment not matching with your partner. Now there's a negative connotation because if a woman says, "I want a man," that's what she wants. That's for self. And if a man says he wants a woman, that's for self. There's nothing wrong with wanting the thing that you want for self. The challenge comes in when we don't have alignment between the two.
That's a very good point. I agree.
Whoa. He agrees.
I mean, I agree. It just depends on the situation. Right. He said you want what you want, but it also depends on at what cost. Is it going to be, detrimental to the relationship because you're being selfish, or is it y'all going to come together?
Okay. That when that woman don't want that man to go to that game with his boys, then she's being selfish.
She is. That's been selfish, but also also depends on the responsibility as well, as far as if it's the right time.
The game started 6.
The game starts.
Same friends, they pop up, be like, "Oh, baby, I'm going to the game. You let me know." Right, communicate, or
I might have a surprise or something planned.
Exactly.
It'll still be a surprise when I get off.
No.
So you said check with you because you might have plans. Is that the selfish behavior of women that we talk about?
Or it could be selfless because she's thinking of him.
Yes.
She's thinking of him about her. She put it.
She probably like, "Oh, my baby done had a long week. Let me do something for him." That's selfless because she's thinking about him and catering to him. But like she felt bad. He had a long day, a rough week, or whatever. Let me just do something nice for him.
That's interesting how you switched up to the I to the she, back to the I. Did you notice that?
Those are words.
Okay.
Here we got this word.
I noticed some things how we deflect when it's time to be accountable.
I'm just saying.
We heard what you're saying.
Communicate. If you got something to do, just be like, "Hey, baby, I'm going to this game, blah, blah, blah." That's it. I might want to go hang out with my girls.
Right, I might not want
Talk
to
about
spend
you
time
being
with
at the
you
game.
today. I might want my space today.
I might be glad you gone.
So again,
I might.
those I statements is on the condition of how you feel based on what you want to do.
No.
So that selfish nature, and it's natural. It's what women give. That's the energy that they give.
Not all the time.
So I'm going to redirect and just kind of the same question that I asked uh, about the percentage of the women who's selfish versus selfless. What do y'all think about men? Which, we know men and women, they both can be fall in both categories. What do you think men lean more towards?
Selfish. I think it depends on the maturity of the man.
Yeah.
Because if he's mature, then he's going to have his priorities in order. If he's not mature, then he's definitely going to be selfish because he's putting himself first all the time and not taking into consideration of the things that matter. He's just going to be thinking about self.
Let's talk about healthy relationships. Let's change the framework, and let's say this man he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's in a healthy relationship. We took all the other factors out. Now answer the question.
It could be both. I feel like in any relationship, you both selfish and selfless.
Yeah.
Depending on circumstance.
We can be both. However, which does that man in that category leans more toward?
I would say if it's a healthy relationship, I would say he would lean more to selfless because he's going to protect and provide, and he's going to do whatever it takes for his family or his partner. That's for a healthy relationship.
So would you also say that a healthy relationship includes a woman who is also selfless?
Yeah.
So then we could agree then that a well-defined healthy relationship would be the alignment of two people who are selfless.
I'll say both. Cause yeah, they're gonna be both.
Both selfish and selfish?
Yes.
Okay. That's
Yeah, I mean, because you're gonna have your selfish moments. Because that's like you said, that's human nature. But it just depends on the circumstance. Yeah, it depends on the importance of it. So if it's not that important, like say for instance, like you brought up the point that he's want to go to the game. She may want to have that time to spend with her man. So in that moment, she's been selfish because she want quality time with him, but he want to go hang with his boys. Now in that matter, then she's going to be selfish because she wants that time.
I got a question. Why every time a man in our stories, he wanna be he want to do his thing, but we have to wait on the woman. It's always the woman.
No,
Or and it.
No, we're not. No, we're not saying he's selfish or selfless. So I made the example at that moment is selfish because she wants to spend time with him, but it's not. I'm saying like if it's healthy, she's not going to make an argument about it. And her reason she wants to spend time with him, but she also understands that he needs to hang time with his boys.
So hold on. In every example that we do, when the man want to do something, the woman always want to spend time with him.
It's not all the time.
all the
But it could be that moment. It could just be at that point in time where
So we're not
she
saying
wants to
that
spend
he
time.
can't go to that game or we don't want him to go to that game. We're not saying that. She's saying that in the event he's going to the game, she's being selfish because she want him to be there with her instead of going to the game. That's how she's being selfish. We're not saying that, oh, you can't go to the game, you can't go do what you want, you can't go hang out with your boys. We want you to hang out with your boys sometimes. I think a unhealthy relationship is two people upon each other all the time.
Definitely.
You gotta have some time to yourself and to go join your friends or whatever. So I feel like in the event that yes, she's selfish because she wants him to be there for her, but she also understands that, this is his time. He can go hang out with the boys and kick.
I think women's selfishness brings relationships down the way. Let me explain. You just said how, a lot of time women's selfishness allows them to request uh request the presence of their man. When you are requesting the presence of your man all the time, you're getting him off his focus. I just want to kind of let you know that. When he is not being productive and he has to worry about being up under you all the time, he's not following his vision, and you're changing his vision into you, which, it's a relationship. He's supposed to be focused on you. However, he's supposed to be focused on his vision first. So when a woman is constantly wanting that man to be up under her, you're dysregulating the relationship because he should be focused on his product. He should be focused on his vision. He should be focused on his goals. And I think sometimes when men are trying to do that and that's selfish, why are you looking like that?
Because I have something to say.
I'm gonna let you say because I see it burning. I see it burning, but if a woman always want that man up under him, that healthy relationship is no longer gonna be healthy.
I agree. It's not because I personally don't want to be up on that man all the time, 24/7. I need my space too. I have a question. At what point did we say we request anything?
Y'all tell us. Y'all don't request.
We'll tell you.
Women don't request. They tell you.
No, we have to. We let you know. We're not saying we want to be around you all the time. Believe me, we don't want to be around you all the time.
That you don't, and you only want to be around us when we want to go to the game.
No.
When we want to be with our boy. When we want to hang out. That's when y'all want to be around us.
No, not necessarily.
It's more than a podcast. It's real conversations. Unfiltered, honest, and real. Now you too can wear it. The Candid Connection signature tee available now.
No, I disagree.
I think that interestingly enough, the desire to want to spend time with your man is always present. And I think what Carl is trying to communicate to you all is all day you could have spent time wanting to be with your man. But it's in the moment that when the man chooses to do something that does not include you, that it then becomes a source of conflict. Because if the game is at 6:30, we're up at 7 in the morning, that is 11 hours of time that you for sure could have spent. And so did the desire happen at 6:30? Or has it been here all day and now it's potentially a conflict because he's choosing to do something that in this moment doesn't include you, which could be a strike of the ego, maybe.
Well, at the same time, did he communicate that earlier? Like, I'm going to this game.
I love that question. I got it, Carl, because I saw where you were going. I got you. So she's looking this way, I got it. Did she communicate that she wanted to do something before he communicated that he was going to the game?
Well, if she didn't, then it shouldn't be a problem for him to go to the game.
Okay, there it is. Great answer. I love that. Say more.
I mean, if it's this communication on no part, then she haven't communicated that, hey, I want to do such and such today. And then come 6 o'clock, he's going to the game. He may have just got a phone call from his boy asking him, do he want to go to the game? As long as you communicate, hey, I just got a call from such. Do you want to go to the game? I want to go to the game with him. We ain't doing nothing. I wouldn't have wrong with it.
Okay.
I think for the most time, that's where that selfish behavior comes in, and for women, and they figure out, okay, he's leaving. I'm gonna be here. I need you to stay here with me. That's when that selfish.
I don't know what I don't know. But then for me, I'll be
It starts like this. Why are you going to the game?
That means you probably did something to her earlier that day. She's bad.
Compounded stress now.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Selfish versus selfless.
But no, I feel like every relationship needs to have their own individual time to themselves.
So if you had to pick one between the two, if it came down to it, if you had to pick one, would you choose to be selfish or would you choose to be selfless? Okay, now.
Selfless.
Selfless.
Great.
Selfless, of course.
Selfless?
Mm-hmm.
Carl?
I am going to choose first to be selfish so I can be selfless.
I'm going to choose to be selfish as well. so that I also can be selfless.
You know what? Y'all get a
Exactly. Yeah, y'all always want to agree with each other. How come y'all can't never disagree?
This Billy show that Carl back no matter what.
All the time.
He got your back too when you're right, but apparently you're not.
We never. We ain't never been. As much as y'all.
You don't have to be.
As much as y'all.
Because we're more logical. So when we're explaining and talking about it, we're thinking about it, explaining it out, and even with my brain going, it's the logical thing to do, and he's just agreeing with what's the best route.
And as women, we're thinking about women and all the responsibilities that we take care of, that we do for in the household. So as a woman's point of view, we're gonna always be selfless because we make sure everything is straight in the house. So we take care of everything first.
Isn't that?
I want to agree with you, but I'm gonna agree to disagree because yes, women are very selfless when we're talking about in the home and when you got kids in a relationship. Yes, y'all get to that after y'all done got what y'all want because y'all selfish, and now the responsibilities is on to you to be selfless.
Why? What you mean after we done got what we want?
After you done been as selfish to get your man, to get your relationship, to get him to do whatever he need to do. Now you're in a relationship. Now you're in a progressive relationship. Now you're having a family. So because you were selfish, now you have to be selfish.
Only way we're going to be selfish is because we want our men for ourselves. We don't want our men out there. So yeah, we're going to be selfish at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, like you know how you say we conditional, it's more of a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
We just give y'all reactions.
Say more.
We give y'all reactions. For instance, if y'all do something and the way y'all treat us or how y'all, do things, we're gonna react. So, for instance, like we talked about reciprocity before. If y'all are not reciprocating what we give out, we're gonna stop because we're not receiving no reciprocity. Because you can't give what you're not giving. Can't give what you're not giving.
So that's where the selfishness comes in when in the beginning of a relationship.
That's another example of selfishness and traditional. Because here's the thing. You just said why can't you just be you and give it and give it out and see you determining what's
No, it comes back. No, it's not. We not just giving out. We are being us. But at what point is being us is enough? Because you're not gonna keep giving to someone who keeps just taking and taking and taking, and you're not receiving anything. They're not pouring into your cup. So why you keep pouring into their cup?
I agree with that. However, the way you're sounding like is you're coming in to this you're coming in. It sounds like it's kind of fake to me. It sounds like you're coming in with a time limit, a schedule. I'm just saying it just kind of seemed like if you don't, I'm going to give all mine.
No,
If you're coming in with that train of thought, then it's not going to be.
It's
right.
not you coming in with that train of thought. It's prolonged. Like at one point, like if you keep giving and pouring to someone else's cup and they're not pouring it to your cup, I'm not going to continue to pour into your cup. That's what I'm saying about reciprocity.
I get that. I understand that. What you just said before was kind of threw me for a loop because it was like the word. I don't know if it was the word or just the wordplay, but it just sounded like it was very conditional type situation where you're just waiting for it to mess up.
You're not waiting.
Okay.
It's just stuff that just prolongs and happening. Once you notice it, it's like you fall back. It's like if you're into a girl, she's not putting in the same effort as you're putting in the same effort, you're gonna fall back.
Right. Thank.
And so for the fellas, I have a question.
Mhm.
So Carl says, going into relationship, women are selfish. What about men?
Watch me work.
Go ahead.
You all shared that we collectively said what our answer was between selfish and selfless, and that you all would be selfless, right? I want to answer your question by putting this into the part of our dialogue. What is the purpose of being selfless? Why would you do it? You're selfless for what reason?
You didn't answer my question.
I'm coming to it.
But you answer the question with a question.
I understand that, but I'm coming to it because I want to hear your answer so that when I give my answer, you understand why I came to my answer. I'm with you. You're selfless for what reason?
I gave that answer.
Give it again.
Because
Y'all like to go around. Y'all heard me answer a question.
listen, I don't. Okay. Give me the question. I'm going to answer it, and I'll bring mine after. Give me the question again.
Okay, as Carl said,
Mm-hmm.
being in a relationship with women are selfish.
Okay.
What about men?
We all are selfish, which is the question, which is the answer that I was getting to. So now I'll go and say, why are you selfless? Why would you be selfless? The ultimate point, we're ducking and dodging the ultimate point. I'm selfless. Let's get rid of you all. Let's talk about in the home. I'm selfless in making sure that my home looks a certain kind of way, but for what? So that when your children go out, they are a great reflection of your home, which is of yourself. It still comes back to self. You're not just we don't just give just to give. That's not true. Like, we don't just give just to give. We give for the reciprocity of something. And so the reciprocity still ends up being for self something. So if I'm giving all of this to this man, I am doing all of this so that I can what? Have the man. Have the man for what? For myself.
Of course.
So that's what I'm saying. So when you say selfless, you also are still saying selfish. And I'm saying that we're using this word and we're giving a negative connotation to selfish when it doesn't have to be, as long as what the self is not disregarding others. Because there's no way you're pouring into a man that you don't want. If you want it for what? For self. Do you want the man for someone else?
No, that's exactly what we said. We both selfish and selfless.
Okay, but when we went to the answers, I said, what would you do first? You said I would be selfless. And then when I agreed with Carl, you all were like, why would you go?
No, we didn't say, why would you go? We just said,
Okay, all right. Let me not add the word because that's what we're talking about. I'm saying we said selfish, but do you understand how we got?
Yeah, I understand that. But I'm saying, yeah, I understand it now. But when I was
now for a minute, is this thing on? Did you say you understand it now?
Yes. When you ask that question, I immediately go to the household.
Okay, good.
That's why I said selfless, because I immediately go to everything that I have to do within the household.
But for what reason? What's the ultimate reason? It still comes back.
Yeah, so it goes both ways. You selfish and you selfless.
Okay, cool. I'm with you. I have a member in the audience that normally wants to say a few things right now. All right, so are we selfish or are we selfish?
We're both. We're both.
It's okay to be selfish.
It definitely is.
With the right intentions. If we're selfish with the right intentions, I want to go back more with the guys. The reason I said selfish first, because my best version of me is the best version of my wife and my family. So I have to take care of self so that I can be the best version for them. Because if I lose me and trying to be great for them, then
Can't show up for nobody else.
Right. You can't be great for them. So you got to take care of self first. That's the reason. They even tell you that on the airplane. It says, take care of your mass first before you help the women and children. This is a reason. Because if you can't be good with yourself, you can't take care of self first, then you're no good to anybody else.
Okay, so we all agree that we're selfish and selfless. And it's in a healthy dynamic anyway.
Right.
So let's move to our next subject. I just want to say something right quick. I just like how they go around the question. But go ahead.
Well, hold on. That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting here watching, and we talk about communication all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talk about communication all the time, and it is a two-way street. And I just always see that when we try to communicate, there's always a wall. There's always a stoppage. There's always a going around. Can we have that dialogue going around? And I'm talking about you. And that's why about 4 minutes And 36 seconds. You can see that she did not want to answer Billy's question.
I asked Billy a question first.
But he was trying to answer the question.
No,
and
he was trying
needed
to answer
more
the
communication.
question.
Hold on.
He needed more communication
Right.
to formulate his answer, and you were stopping the communication by not.
That was a simple question.
That's what y'all do.
Okay.
That's what women do. You stop the communication when even trying to find an answer. He's trying to get you to pull in so he can give you an answer. Why do y'all women do that?
But why y'all have
We're trying to give y'all the answer that we want, that you want, and you stop
I
the
need time to
progress.
think.
It doesn't have to be a circle. If it's a healthy communication, it should be dialogue back and forth, right? I'm not in any way trying to form an answer to impress upon you anything other than your question that you asked. It was your question. It wasn't mine. And so in what Carl is saying is when we start that dialogue, to be honest, we're family and friends and we're close. But even in that moment, there was conflict, and we don't have to have conflict. Right? So what did I do as a man? I yielded to the woman, came to your answer only for me to come back to what I wanted to, because we can effectively communicate. We actually get to our answers in this environment for the most part, right? Now, how we do it, why does it matter as long as we get to the answer? So I guess my question follow up before we go to the next part is, did you get your answer?
I got my answer.
Okay, so then that's effective communication. So why even ask, why does it have to be a thing? Did we get to the bottom line? That's the goal. The goal isn't, don't say, guys, communicate this way. The goal, that's not it. The goal is so that we get to your answer. And however we do it collectively together as a team, then we do it together as a team and we get to the answer. And guess what? You didn't want to give me my answer in the way that I asked it, but I still got it. That's effective communication. That's what I'm saying. And then we can record 6 minutes. You tapped in and said you agree.